right, fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present the re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the flyweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Bitch Slap Energy, hashtag you need a bitch slap. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Big Mark Reyes. And now, introducing to you first, on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, she is wearing black trunks. She is training out of Subfighter MMA in Lake Forest by way of San Clemente. She weighed 125 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Edith Gutierrez. Her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. She is wearing black trunks. She is training out of Jambi Kickboxing in La Habra by way of Whittier. She weighed 124 pounds. Her record, 1 win, 1 loss. With that win, coming by way of stoppage, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Kimberly Padilla! All right, fans, here we go. The re-rounds of mixed martial arts in the flyweight division.
Edith seems very prepared and wants this fight. Kimberly also. I mean, wonder if they're going to touch.
I did not get that energy, but it looks like they are going to. And again, in an open stance, so we know the power's coming.
Oh, and then she changes stance. So I always tell my fighter not to change stance without purpose. Sometimes you'll change stance just to throw your opponent off. Both ladies being very aggressive. Edith with a double kick there.
Yeah, it was good. She touched down into the roundhouse kick to throw a side kick to the body. And another double with the round kick to the leg.
Kimberly seemed to have good straight punches there, but she may have crowded her punches, or Edith may have closed the distance, and that caused them to clinch now. Oh, wow. Both fighting for good clinch work, and they're both throwing knees right now. Pushing on the face, great idea in those positions.
Good control from both fighters there as well. Good composure.
I really do like, Edith isn't just changing stance to change stance. She's using her footwork to change her stance. Kimberly coming back in, getting the double overhook. Only problem with that is it's difficult to use that for a takedown unless you step over that leg for like a lateral or you do a salto.
Absolutely. Edith, a lot of knee strikes there, especially in a double under position. She's low on the body now.
This is the later part of the round for both of these ladies, and this is going to be what the judges have to score on because it's been pretty close. So you definitely want to be remembered as the aggressor and the person landing more strikes, or get that takedown. Oh, wow. Body,
Edith
head.
Embodying that aggressor status with those left hands.
I'd like to see some of these ladies maybe throw a feint and come in with the other hand, or fake the takedown, throw an overhand.
Got to lay caught there a little bit.
Yeah. She seems to be very comfortable on one leg. Her balance, Edith's balance right there is actually pretty good.
Yes.
Is that, you've done Taekwondo, Bear, so is that something that you feel comfortable with being on one foot too?
Yeah, a lot of what you do is based on one leg or no legs on the ground at all, especially as you get up in the ranks. Like we see in the beginning, was throwing that round kick to touchdown, throw the side kick. Very good in point sparring, point matches, because you might miss the first one, but all you need to do is touch for that second one. Or in this case, where she was close enough to where that side kick would have still generated good power if it would have landed flush on the body.
You know, I think if Kimberly doesn't go for the overhook and maybe goes under on Edith, she's going to have better clinch control. And I think that's an adjustment they can make in between rounds. But she's going to have to change her level to do that.
Very much so. You're starting to see some damage accumulate on both fighters now.
Yeah, but they're both like just eye on target.
I doubt they even really know what they feel right now on their faces.
No. Edith bouncing around, trying to get her groove and her rhythm. Touching of the gloves.
There we go, second time.
Now they're close stance. I wonder, Edith might have felt like she was doing better
In the
orthodox.
Right. As if she heard you say the words.
Oh, with the double unders?
With the double unders, yes.
Well, the problem is when you're taller than your opponent, it's easy just to settle for what you can get. But in boxing, if you're going to punch the body, you got to change your level to punch the body. You can't punch down. Same thing goes with the grappling. Right now, for sure, Kimberly has control of the clinch with the underhook, but Edith pummels the other underhook, and you can see how powerful just one underhook is. She's able to reverse the position on her.
Right, now she got her backed up against the cage. Maybe
Now,
looking for that outside trip.
I think that would have suited both of them really well in that situation. Looks like
They may have grabbed a hold of the cage there.
maybe. I mean, the referee, Mark, definitely has a better view than we do. So now,
Yep.
oh, well, you're looking at them. They're kind of throwing feints by moving the hands. I'd like to see like a fake shot or a Superman kick. I think they're both capable of that.
Yeah, something a little bit more dramatic motion here. They may not be biting on the smaller fidgets or feints that they're throwing at each other. Especially that Edith has thrown a lot of that rear front kick. Be a great opportunity to fake it into something else.
Well, Kimberly taking advantage of understanding where she was. She circled off there. You can see her overhook arm is pulling down, and that's changing the weight.
Ooh, may have suffered
strike.
a groin shot there from the knee strike.
Yeah, so what happened is she'll get up to 5 minutes to assess it, but this is one of those fouls. Like an eye poke, you get 5 minutes no matter what. A groin strike, it's kind of up to the discretion normally of they'll give you 5 minutes, but the referee will kind of try to push the action because everyone's watching and they don't want
5 minutes is a long time, too.
It is a very long time.
Well, I've seen some people get groin striked and their cup break and it pinch them and they vomit. Oh,
That's very extreme.
Groin strike
Oh, yeah.
hurts like bad.
nice. So you got to be careful, Edith leading with the kicks. Kimberly Smart coming out aggressive with, 15 seconds left. She knows that this is going to be what the judges see.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, a couple of those landing after the fact.
yeah, but, she was warned by Mark. He doesn't feel that it was done on purpose.
Right.
I mean, it was done on purpose-ish because we're fighting.
It wasn't malicious. She knew the bell rang and still went after her anyways. Both fighters choosing to sit down now in the second round. They're in the second and break here.
They tell you want your legs to be extended out. Instead of being up on your feet, you want your heels to be on the mat so that you're not flat on the mat with your feet, causing any lactic acid to settle in the legs.
Absolutely. You never want your legs to stop working on you.
Yep. You can see when your fighter is able to take instruction, they're giving you that acknowledgement. That means they're in there. They're capable.
And both of them seem to be able to do that. They don't seem overly fatigued. Now into round 3, both very well conditioned.
Now,
Edith got that stare of death, though.
oh yeah.
That's it. Cage is shut and locked for the final round of this bout. And a final glove touch. Edith opening up a lot with those lead leg round kicks.
Right, but it leaves her open or too.
It does. It doesn't
Right.
create enough space for her to watch out for those incoming flurries.
Exactly.
Man, when you have an open stance fight, a lot of it is like hand fighting. And it's difficult to get that hand fight on when your opponent's changing stance on you. Ooh. I think Kimberly's smart. She's throwing straight punches when Edith's coming in. Oh, wow. If there were elbows, if this was a pro fight, there's so many different changes, like the knees to the head, everything. It's watching this fight.
Good right hand by there.
Both of these ladies are going to do good if they continue, or if they want to continue in their career, because you can tell that they're pretty darn well rounded.
That they are. Edith giving her a little bit of a 1,000-yard stare there. Wonder if that's an
She hasn't
intimidation
blinked.
tactic she does.
That stare of death is scary.
When you get your hands, when you have your opponent locked like that, you want to try to break that grip instantly and then repumble. There we go. Edith is coming forward, though. When you have a lower center of gravity, it's kind of easier to walk in if you're close to the same weight.
Totally. Also, you know,
Kimberly-
me being 6'9" wrestling, I gotta stay down there because
You have to match
Right,
their
gotta stay
angle.
down.
Right. Kimberly doing a great job at the head position, though.
But Edith was striking in that clinch.
Yes.
There's only 25 seconds left in this round, and it honestly is going to go to the judges unless somebody gets a flash knockout right away.
Edith using that lead leg to push away very effectively against her opponent.
Oh, wow. You know, just the aggression alone of Kimberly might be enough to pull some of these rounds off, but the aggression of Edith is just as much.
Right. Oh, and that time they didn't go over.
Yeah. This will definitely be a tough call. This could be one of those rounds that are a split because it's very close. Not that it should be, but I honestly, each round could go either way almost.
Right.
On what you're seeing and what you're watching.
Absolutely. It'd be very difficult to say for sure. Maybe that first round, I would be inclined. I would inclined to say both have one over the other right now.
I feel like they both could fight another round too.
Yes, absolutely. Or
like-
that they could have done threes instead of twos.
Oh yeah. I mean, that speaks a lot too. And now I believe their next fight for Kimberly, she'll be allowed to go threes.
Yes.
And then Edith is still, or let's see, yeah, Edith is still have one more before she'll have to go threes.
But a good opportunity for them before their third fight. There were no shin guards involved in this matchup.
Yeah, and probably because they both are good strikers. I mean, if you feel like you have an advantage of kicking somebody, you don't really want the shin guards on.
Absolutely.
So they're cutting the wraps off. Oh, wow. It's hard to pull those wraps off.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Always better to have someone there to help you cut them off a little bit.
That bar in the middle there can be very effective for when you're striking to help you land some really good strikes down the middle.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Both just waiting on Kimberly Padilla there to get her wraps off. I believe we do have the judge's decision in hand as well.
You can see Chris Cully dancing in the background a little bit. He must like the song. Here we go, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our scorecards. We have our decision. Judge at cage side, Ray Corona scores the bout 30-27, while both judges cage side, John Romero and Don Howard, score the bout 29-28 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision, the blue corner, Edith Gutierrez.
Congratulations to Edith Gutierrez securing her first win in the Octagon.
Yeah, both of those ladies fought.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Edith Gutierrez. Edith, congratulations on a big win. You had to grind that one out. It was nasty, it was tough, but you showed intelligence and you made some great adjustments. What do you credit to getting that win?
Training. I took a whole year off from competing. I wasn't ready, but I felt ready. I have a great team. I want to thank everyone at Sub Fighter, my family, everyone who came. Thank you.
You should also revel in this moment because being away for a year is always tough, but you showed incredible techniques out there, especially in the clinch. You were very, very strong in getting and imposing your will. Again, where does that come from?
My team, Adam, can't thank him enough. Can't thank all of the guys. Thank you guys. I grew so much in the year. I've been with them for about a year.
Well, it's going to be sooner than a year, hopefully, that we see you back. When do we see you back next?
Whenever he says.
Well, that's great. Congratulations on the win. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Edith Gutierrez. Congratulations.
it's got to feel so good to get your first win, you know?
Yes, it does. That is very true.
You can tell she's so happy, very humble, not saying anything crazy.